Did you
loud,
do
but
you
it's
hear
okay.
is there a background
Hmm.
noise? Because I have a fan running, but I
I can't
can't.
hear your
If
fan.
it's
Yeah, I can't
no,
hear it
it
either.
okay. Thanks.
We are live, so there we go. All right. Good evening, gamers. I got to wake up here. It's been a long week. All right, I'm gonna close this. Whoa. All right. So, good evening, gamers. Welcome to another exciting episode of Crime Fighting Luchadores. Tonight we're gonna have a new referee with El Blorto, Eric William or Willman. Jesus, I am so dumb.
He's really new
um,
because nobody knows who Eric William is. So
that's right. He is brand new. We just made a new person today. Um, but yeah, Eric Willman is going to be our new referee so that Martin, aka Head Cheese, can actually play the game he
yeah,
made. And tonight is session 0. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I did not make anything for my character except for a noise. That's the only clue that you guys get on that one. But yeah,
Ooh.
welcome aboard, and we'll get going here in just a second. Eric, I will let you take over, my friend.
Well, heck, in that case, I'll talk a little bit about the upcoming campaign. It's just meant to be a fairly short run, in the neighborhood of 4, maybe at most 5 separate stories or episodes. But my hope is to take everyone to a really interesting, different place. And to kind of preview the investigations of the crime fighting luchadors will take them to the hollow earth and to
okay.
the faraway Himalayas in Tibet
Nice.
and to the moon.
Wow.
You
So
sure it's not the Adventures of Tintin?
I know, right? Yes, after a fashion, I think I am kind of maybe half consciously sort of.
There was no Hollow Earth story, but there were underwater deep sea adventures, the moon and the Himalayas.
Yeah. And really in the spirit of that kind of thing, plus I really try to take a lot of inspiration from the old 1960s Batman show in a way. When I think about two-fisted, crime investigators, that really is where my heart goes. And so I want to keep up that just kind of great spirit of I don't know if I want to use the word campy, but fun, exciting adventure like that.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Super
It'll
excited
be like a
about it.
mixture of Tintin and 66 Batman, but just with more suplexes and power bombs mixed in.
Yes. Yes.
I
You
like
know what
that.
else I like about hearing the Himalayas? That means I'm going to have another opportunity to almost kill Matt with a snowmobile, I bet.
That race was awesome. That snowmobile chase was the best.
Yeah, we can also discuss beforehand if you want to brainstorm rules for different type of automobile pursuits, vehicle pursuits. We can decide on how to make it work and maybe include it in a future expansion of the game.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I think it's going to be an important aspect of the world traveling and the vehicular pursuits and all this stuff is part of the spy movies and action movies, so it's got to be in there.
Yeah.
And it's
All
sort
right.
of
Yes.
it's sort of a good thing because like a lot of the old like cinema and TV shows that the game takes a lot of inspiration from, they couldn't hop like the realities of making something like that. You can't go anywhere you want, but a tabletop RPG you can go anywhere you want, and it
Absolutely.
doesn't cost a dime, right? So
Yes.
Exactly. That's perfect.
All right.
Oh man, let's see.
So sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It's just when you mentioned the snowmobiles pursuit and your intention of going all over the place, that made me realize that we can come with a set of rules to implement this, and how to fight in vehicles, etc. So that's going to be an important part also.
That's going to be fantastic.
Anything more you can say without spoiling too much about what you have in mind for season 2 of Crime Fighting Luchadores?
Well, I'm looking forward to finding out what kind of luchador archetype each of the players is going to make, because I want to make sure that as I go through it, each of the different stories play to the various strengths of everybody. You know, one of the things that I think that some of the old, like, Republic serials, if I don't know if any of you guys watched any of those, but I'm a collector of old cliffhanger serials from the 30s and 40s. And a lot of them did a really great job of just, you'd have, every episode, would be about Flash or about Buck Rogers, but also, a lot of them would also center around Dale Arden or, Professor Zarkov and everything. And everybody got a chance to shine. And I feel like that's so important in a role-playing game, especially one with, viewers, is that everybody kind of gets to be center stage in the spotlight, and part of the story revolves around them and their story and what their big deal is with their, their heroic crime-fighting luchadors. So I'm really excited to kind of find out over this session 0 where everyone's going and start to kind of build each of the different stories based on that.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I just need grass around because I'll get hungry.
Okay.
Well, I cheated. Created my character beforehand because Eric was looking for somebody to play test a new luchador archetype that he created, and so I volunteered. So I'm gonna play a character. She's a Cosmica, a new archetype known as a Cosmica, who's inspired by Ultraman. And well, I'll be helping you create your characters, and we'll all introduce our character at the same time. But that's why I did it before the stream.
I'm super excited about that, honestly.
Yeah, well, it's a great character archetype, and I'm very I feel lucky to be the first to play it.
Woo!
I am playing a beast archetype.
Ooh, all right.
Nice.
Do you want me to tell you the rest?
Yeah. Tell us more.
All right. So Martin kind of okayed this. I am going to have the mask of the goat man while we play. So every time I'm saying things, I might just end up saying something completely different or give us away. So you never know what will happen.
Yeah.
Nice.
So for the tonight, after character creation, we also demonstrate how tag team works and tag team fight works, and we'll also do a couple of versus match, maybe 1 versus 1, and the loser fight the loser, and the winner fight winner until we have a ranking. So that way we can demonstrate how these mechanics work for the viewers. And so for tonight, your mask is not going to give you any advantage because we want to fight on the same with the same level, character of the same level. And for the campaign itself, then you maybe come to an agreement with Eric how he wants to implement the mask to maybe counter to be not so overpowered over the other characters, but the concept was too much fun to pass.
Whatever works. I'll be fine.
Great. And what's the real deal? Brick Steel.
Yeah.
What kind of character is he?
So he's a brute. He is a hulking tank of a man. I did sort of cheat as well, and I rolled them up earlier, but it's still fresh in my mind, so I can run through all of the results, and you
Okay.
guys can learn more about them.
Amazing. Well, the goal is just to show the viewers how to create a character. So we can still do it step by step, and we don't have to roll. We'll say what we got, and Dave will be creating it live. If that's okay with you, what do you think, Eric?
Yeah, let's do it. That sounds great.
All right, I will pull. This is so cool. Pow! Now we've got the rule book right in front of us. So it looks like for the beast, I start with 2 mutations, an extra skill dot to distribute as I wish, and 1d3 extra vitality points. Ooh. So I'll roll a 6 and do 1, 2, or 1, 3, 4, or 2, and 5, 6, or 3. And I got a 4, so I get a total of 12 vitality points.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun. And where do the mutations get noted on here?
The mutations are. Wait a minute. There's also new ones in the Lucha Libre Extravaganza.
Okay.
I can read them to you afterwards. But they're page 24 in the rule book. The mutations.
Let me psychic powers. Did I go past it? No. 21. Jeez. I warned you guys. I'm like beyond tired.
We'll wake you up.
You will. All right, here we go. So, what if I had a little goat tail? But that wouldn't really come into play as like a feature that I would be able to use.
Yeah, but why not? Go ahead.
What if I have? Okay, we'll say a goat tail.
And if you have the Lucha Libre Extravaganza, the new mutations are page 16. So they are they used to be only 6. Now there are 12.
Yeah.
Right.
The new ones are regeneration, gills, molt, acid spit, sticky palms, and fear-inducing pheromones.
Yes.
And molt. Well, I'm trying to see what could fit with your character concept. Maybe molt. It's when in a tight spot, the mutant can shed their skin or fur and leave it behind. However, it takes a while for the skin to regrow completely. Once per episode, the character can automatically succeed at evading an enemy. So that's
I like molt. We'll go molt, and a goat tail.
Yeah, and the goat tail would act as like what? Like the
extra limb. So I was kind of thinking
okay. Sure.
Maybe for acrobatics, it does something like extra balance.
It gives you advantage for climbing, or for fleeing, and for regular attacks, which means all your basic attacks. You roll you roll an extra dice and keep the two better ones. So that's very useful. You're gonna use.
Are you good with that, Eric?
Yes, I am. And I kind of wanted to ask a core rules question about the number 5 spiked fist mutation as well. Yeah. One of my players was kind of playing sort of a El Diablo based character, and he was wondering if he could use that mutation to have little devil horns, and if they could actually be used to make an attack and gain the same effect as spiked fist, but it would just have the appearance and special effect.
He had bangs things. He had butts with the horns.
Yeah,
sure. Why not? It's the same rules, just teamed differently, but it totally works. Sure, it's fine.
Nice.
All right. I gotta go back down here. What page is the character creation on? I was just on it. Oh, I've got the book right in front of me. I'm trying to do it all through the PDF.
It starts on page 16 of the core rulebook.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it was funny. I was saying to the guys before we got going that I have been talking about so many rule sets this week with people and looking at other ones that it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue. All right.
Yeah.
So 3 stamina points, which I've got marked here. 1 D3 hero points. So I'll roll the D6 and do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I got 3 resolve points.
Same as me. Oh no, I have
then,
4. 3
that was hero
points, 4
point.
resolves.
It's 3 hero points. I'm screwing up. See? Keep an eye on me, guys. Then 1d6 resolve. 1d6 resolve. I got 6.
Yeah, there are some shady wrestlers out there. We saw some disgraceful display of disgraced wrestlers this week.
What are you trying to say? I don't get what you're. Jeez, guys.
What I'm trying to say, fuck all.
Yes.
All right.
He always was a shit person, but he's not helping his case. Yeah.
Man, I read a terrible article about him kind of getting in the way of early WWF fighters unionizing that just made me sad.
Yeah, me too. With Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
Oh. He's a sack of shit.
I know, man. It's so terrible. Everyone would have benefited so much, and it's such a tough profession that just tears at your body like being like a professional hockey player, you know?
Come on, you're the guy who always call everybody brother, but you're the most backstabbing bitch out there.
Thank you.
He really is.
Yeah, that's.
Excuse me. Let's see, an ally.
An ally, you can randomize your ally if you want, or you can choose. If you're looking for, if you want to randomize, go to page 29 and roll a d20.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to randomize so that I.
Oh, nice.
I got a 2, so I've got a bartender.
Okay.
Maybe he works at the conch shell, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So,
and for the second.
All right. I only get 1, right? And 1 ally.
Unless it's your archetype says otherwise, but everybody has the one.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Some archetypes get more or get a specific one that fits their profile. But as a beast, no, you don't get. You get the one. Yeah.
All right. So then I've got my drive. Let me grab a D12. I dumped all my dice into this box top for my magic cards.
Oh, yeah.
And I still can't find a fucking D12.
I bought the giant bag that holds all the dice. There are little separators inside, but it's
nice. So this is kind of funny. I got 6. Earn the respect from your peers. So, maybe.
Is there discrimination against goat people?
Right.
I guess so.
Or maybe it's because you look delicious, roasted, roasted
be...
over a campfire.
It's not very nice.
Well, not me, of course. I don't think that, but some people may.
Uh-huh. One asset. 1d10 and a d20. All right. 20. 10. I got a 14. So I've got a lava lamp.
Okay.
Oh, nice one.
So that benefits the HQ, I think, right? The lava lamp.
Yeah, looks
1
like
hour
Yeah.
spent in your HQ restores all your stamina points. Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So see, it just helps me relax a little bit. And Garrett's going to be ready to kill me by the looks of it.
No, this is
I'm done
great.
playing this game.
This is gonna be iconic. Like
Hey,
people are
we're-
gonna remember your goat man.
We're a
Well, you
team.
don't know. Maybe
We're
he's
a
gonna
team.
he's gonna be and maybe he's gonna be your partner. Well, are you
never
gonna
know.
randomize the team, Eric? Probably.
Man, yeah.
So the special
fantastic.
moves, where are they located in the book?
Down a bit, if I'm not mistaken. From here, we need to go back down to. Bear with me.
Page 25.
Yes,
25.
just found it.
So same thing. You
Roll a
can
d20.
you can roll for it, or you can pick your favorite. I don't really mind.
I'm liking the way the rolls are going, so because it's
Ooh,
making me
alright.
very goat-like.
Yes,
I'm
I
shunned.
like
I've got a lava lamp that I
randomized.
hold on to. And all right, so I got a 19. What do I have here?
19 is the Superman, punch.
Hey!
Beautiful.
So one thing I'm gonna say already about my character is that I don't have super moves. I have something different. I have how do you call it? You called it cosmic power. So
Yes.
I have cosmic powers, and I have
Yeah.
2 different cosmic powers. The first one is Ultra Beam. The luchador can make a certain gesture or pose and blast an enemy with explosive cosmic power. The enemy suffers 1d6 damage and must make a successful acrobatics check or be knocked down. And I also have Cosmo Skin, which grants me armor 2. So I have armor 2.
Wow. So
Well,
that is
I tried-
everything for building my character, right? That's how quick and easy it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
look at
good
that. What
point.
did we spend?
Also, Eric, I don't remember if I wanted to ask you, but I don't remember if I did. So I'll ask again. When I use my cosmic powers, I have to pay stamina also.
Oh, well, when we were looking at the rules, we noticed that to make that necessary in order to do the Cosmo skin would be kind of too expensive. And
Yeah.
so, looking in and seeing that some of the existing assets from the core rulebook offer the exact same benefit, it really kind of just operates in the same way that an asset does. So if you had like a bulletproof vest from the asset list, that's the same way that this works. So it's just kind of
Yeah.
acquired during character creation and doesn't
And,
cost anything extra.
That's how I think I was going to play it, but I want to confirm. But I would
Yeah.
pay when I use the Ultra Beam, of course.
That's true. I
Uh,
wanted to make it to where you would eventually get tired and unable
Yeah,
to
because
do it
otherwise
continuously.
you're not wrestling. You're just shooting beams all the time. So maybe it costs once per use. And is there because I can't level it up. So how much stamina do you think would be a fair cost?
Oh, I was feeling like 1 would be appropriate. Now, I do that
Okay.
because of a very similar psychic power that is forgive me for not remembering this. It's pyromancy. Pyromancy from the core rulebook on page 23 says that a luchador can spend 1 stamina point to set fire to any flammable object or enemy within eyesight. Enemies hit by pyromancy suffer 1d6 damage and must make a successful acrobatics check at the start
Yeah.
of every round to put out the fire if they fail, or suffer an additional 1d6 at the start of each round. So I
Yeah.
wanted to kind of make this similar to existing things. And so in
Okay.
this case, with your beam, it's also 1d6, and instead the roll is just to survive not getting knocked down by it.
Yeah. Okay. So it costs one stamina to use it once, and I
Yeah.
had another idea, but let me know what you think about it. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
was thinking that if you use it a second time, then it costs double, and if you use it again, then it costs double again. So it costs like the first use cost one, second time costs two, and if you still want to use it, then it costs four. Because it's non it's you can upgrade it when you level up, so it may be something that you don't want to use all the time because you're going to deplete your stamina real fast, but you still have the option to do it because you don't have a lot of super moves.
That seems great as a balancing measure. Yeah, let's
And we can
definitely
try
get
it
that in
like
there.
that and see if we want to adjust later for the rules.
That sounds great.
Okay.
I'm so
Okay.
excited to have a chance to play test this and put it into
Yeah,
action.
me too. That's gonna be fun. So
It's the
what
best way to do it.
Yeah, it's the only way to make sure it works fine during play. What did you get, Dave? For as your you got a Superman punch, and
Superman
what's the other
punch.
one?
I only get one special move, don't I?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, depending on
I
the
think I only
archetype.
got one special move because of where I'm the beast. I thought.
Oh, you also what you have extra is the keyword intimidating.
Oh, yeah.
So intimidating, what it does is it grants you advantage when you try to interrogate, scare, persuade, or stand your ground. So you have a presence. You can use it outside of combat or to intimidate people, or yeah.
Excellent. All right.
It's on page 55 of the core rules.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I also updated the keywords for in the Lucha Libre Extravaganza, because some of them I want to phrase otherwise, or I tweak them a little, and
Yeah.
there are new ones also. So if you have or if you buy Lucha Libre Extravaganza, you'll have a new updated list of keywords. And some of them have changed a little bit. So if you're playing and you want to use the most recent rules, then the new definition overrides the old one. I'm doing a bit of game workshop
Nice.
game workshop rules tweaking here.
It works.
I really want to recommend too to any new fans of the game who are just getting started, immediately get that as soon as you can. The extra rules and the extra material that's in it are just like a fantastic expansion to the game.
Yeah, you did a kick-ass job with those, Martin, and everybody that
Totally.
made masks. So
I'm
Yes.
very happy the way it turns out. The artwork is incredible. The masks are super fun, and Christopher Neil McNarahan, he did an awesome job with the layout. It looks very fun. It looks very bright, very colorful, action packed,
is.
and it's couldn't be fit more what I have in mind. I can't wait to get the printed version. It's gonna be
Yes.
awesome. Now,
Oh, same here.
what's left to do is I have to shop around to find a way to be able to send the printed zines without having to pay money, because the shipping rates are insane. But I'm in talks to maybe get it printed in the U.S. and send to inside the States. Because if I ship from Canada, I can't.
I know
can't
a guy that can help you.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So anyway, we'll talk shop later about it. Yeah, I was very happy to be able to send the backers Lucha Libre Extravaganza. I'm very proud of what we done. Of course, we busted the page, also the page count. I was aiming for 48. We're at 64, but it's a beautiful problem to have.
Yeah.
I prefer it this way.
I was especially stoked to see Giddy Stara's character sheet in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
cool.
me
He's
too.
fantastic,
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
yeah. It's, the character, the way he's drawn. He had Mustafa make the illustration is so much fun, super colorful. Yeah,
Oh, big shout out to him too. I've had him do two, custom images for me. Always a fair price, always fast turnaround.
yeah.
Totally works with you. Great artist, affordable, and awesome. What a great guy.
Yeah. I very, very much enjoy our collaboration, and we were gonna work together again. Of course, he's a king. He's a cool guy. He works super fast. He
Yeah.
understands what you have in mind. He runs sketches by you, and he's super. He's great.
He's done some stuff for me, and it's always a top pro experience with him. He's fast. His communication's good. He's very fair.
Yeah.
The end product is always super nice. Like, guy's a pro.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other word for it. He's just a pro, and he's super good at what he does.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I had him do a piece for me, and I think it was like a day. And
Woo.
he's like, here's the proof of it. And I'm like, what? And he's like, okay, I'll have it to you tomorrow. And I'm like, what?
I know sometimes I'm like, I need this. Can you do this? So and so. I always have new ideas. I'm always adding stuff. And he's like, yeah, okay. When do you need that? I'm like, you have a month or so. And like 2 days, 2 days afterwards, it's already done. And my box. So when I did we were finishing the layout, and I realized that there was no illustration for the T-Rex, which is the boss. We had like 6 other kinds of dinosaurs illustrated, but we didn't have the boss. I was like,
Oh, no.
well, I don't know how we forget about that, but we don't have a T-Rex. Okay, I'll draw something. While we were talking about something else, Blood Ball, I think, and he was sending me sketches. Okay, yeah, that works.
Yeah, the pterodactyl and the tyrannosaurus are awesome at the end.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I know. He's very happy right now. He's working on some fighting fantasy stuff. So I know it's a dream of him, of his come true. So super fun. Yeah. Vive Mustafa Bekir.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so is your character complete, Dave?
Yeah, I think my guy is done.
Okay, so I had a little question. I think it's fun. I think I forgot to do it the first time, but it's a trick I stolen from another game master. But he asked his players what actor would play a role in a movie, and I like it because it makes it easier to like visualize what the character looks like, and we're all cinema buffs. So if you want to use that trick, it could be fun.
Heck yeah. I would say for me, looking at the persona of my character and all that, I would have to say Willem Dafoe.
Okay.
A wonderful goat man.
Yeah, I can see that.
Me too.
I'm going to write that down so I don't forget it and try to capture that when we get going in the main adventure.
Now, who would play Brick Steel?
Who would play Big Steel?
You're gonna have to wait and find out.
Oh,
Well, I'm a 35. Let's say a 35 years old Salma Hayek. because my character's name is Luz Lopez, but her alias is Shooting Star. So
Nice.
she becomes a shooting star when she uses the star power of that was. I have written a little background backstory that I can read later if you want. But how do you wish to go about introducing our characters, Eric? Do you have? Do you want to go around the table, or do you want to ask questions, or how do you want to do it?
Well, now that we have the opportunity of a session zero, yeah, if you guys don't mind and if you feel ready to introduce, then I'd love to get that done here in session zero. Give everybody kind of an idea of where you're coming from, and then we'll just roll on session one, if that's all right.
But that's
Works
fine
for
by
me.
me.
Man, who wants to go first?
I can go because I've done it already, and maybe if
Yeah, go ahead, my friend.
so I already talked about my cosmic powers. My appearance is I have a white costume with a huge gold star on my chest. I have a gold mask, gold trim to my costume, a gold cape, boots and masks. I have black hair, eye ponytail, dark brown eyes, athletic build, muscular arms and thighs. As an asset, I have two assets. My first asset is called the Beta Capsule, and it's a little device, alien device with a button that I can press to instantly be in my wrestling costume. So it's a quick change gizmo.
Yeah.
And I have my cape gives me +1 acrobatics. I have two allies. One of them is my 11-year-old daughter called Esperanza Luz. And my friend Richard Tracy, who is a PI. My drive is to make the world a better place. And my backstory is 5 years ago, I was a teacher at Muscle City's elementary school. There was an alien invasion during which my school was targeted by the space monsters. Luchadors hero were fighting the creatures to the best of their abilities when they were joined in battle by a mysterious giant hero from the stars. I displayed incredible courage to round up my children and protect them. Unfortunately, I suffered terrible injuries to shield the Niños from danger. After the aliens were successfully repelled, the giant hero from the stars, which the press later referred to as Man Ultra, came to our rescue and heal my wounds. Came to my rescue, sorry, and heal my wounds. He then rewarded me with an incredible gift, the Beta Capsule, an alien relic that I can activate to transform myself into a shooting star, a superpowered luchadora capable of shooting ultra beam and protected by Cosmo skin.
Yes.
Legends say that I take my power from the star themselves.
Yes. Yes.
So now I
yes.
don't teach school anymore. I'm a full-time superhero.
All right.
Crime
Okay.
Fighting Luchador.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Garrett, are you ready to go?
I am. Yep.
Okay.
Right.
I don't have a super detailed backstory. I have a little bit. I'll just do the character creation stuff, and I think by going through that, will reveal pretty well what I have for Brick Steel. It'll all sort of make sense at the end. So, yeah, he's a brute archetype. So just very quickly for anybody unawares. So brute gives you 2 dots in muscles, an extra D6 vitality, an extra stamina, and a +1 to all attacks. So to answer Eric's question from a little while ago, just to sort of put a visage in everyone's mind's eye, He is an actor. He's also a professional wrestler, a retired professional wrestler. I think when I think of Brick Steel, I think of like a young Dave Bautista type.
Okay.
Super tall, super huge upper body, big legs, a head that almost looks a tiny bit too small just because the rest of his body is so massive.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this is lucha, right? So in a lucha tradition, he's a masked wrestler. His
Nice.
kayfabe name is Brick Steel, so his mask is like a tight-fitting, sort of unadorned mask, but the pattern on it is like a brick wall. The rest of his outfit's pretty basic. Like he just goes bare-chested, but his pants are like steel, like a shiny steel color. So brick steel, get it?
Yeah.
And he's the real deal, man. Like he is he's sort of a wrestler first and foremost, and he's sort of fallen into crime fighting out of necessity to protect, the mecca of wrestling, Muscle City. His just to skip ahead, like his drive is to protect the city, is what I rolled up. So I think he just wants to rid Muscle City of crime and mayhem, to protect, like to safeguard the hotbed of pro wrestling.
That's amazing.
So he's got two muscles. That's what
Brute
As
archetype.
yeah. Actually, so he's got three muscles because he gets two from Brute, and then you get one, right, of your choice.
Yeah.
So
So you've maxed out in the muscles.
He's maxed in muscles. Yeah, that's kind of his thing. He's got no acrobatics. He's got no brain dots. He's just sort of, that those things aren't his showcase.
Yeah, that's why we're a team. That's why we're in a team.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's got 4 stamina, like I mentioned. He's got one special move, the concrete clothesline. So it's a level 1 special. It's a short arm clothesline. So he grabs his opponent's right wrist with his left hand, pulls him in, and delivers a clothesline, sort of a la, like a Jake Roberts or somebody like that that used the short arm clothesline.
Yeah.
It's a special move that sort of showcases his strength, right? He's not going to be flying around and doing crazy acrobatics. He's just sort of going to hammer his opponent into the canvas type of guy.
Like a wall.
For assets, I rolled up caltrops. So
interesting.
Just something he's got in his pocket, I guess. His ally is a wrestling agent. His former, well, not his former, but his sort of mentor figure that taught him how to wrestle, taught him how to work in the first place, but has since retired from wrestling and training. So Super Psycho is the ex-luchador wrestling agent. So he's just a good contact, even though in his old age he has gone a little bit super psycho, but he's for the most part still.
He still has his finger on the pulse of what's going on in the wrestling.
Or at least he thinks he does. So for his vitality, I get extra vitality from the Brute archetype. I only rolled a 1, so he's got 11. He's got 11 vitality. That's still better than nothing.
Yeah.
I rolled up 2 hero points, so that's good. And unfortunately, maybe he'll find it along the way somewhere, but I only rolled a 1 for resolve points. So I'm just going to have to, for the most part, rely on my rolling and not have a lot of, at least at the start, have any resolve modification. But that's okay.
Yeah, and
because
that's
on every attack,
only for tonight's session because you roll resolve and hero points. You roll them before every session, so you may be luckier. You're probably gonna be luckier next time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like the big thing in the brute archetype is lots of muscles and that sort
Extra
of
damage.
blank check extra damage for all attacks. So
Yeah.
he's just an ass kicker, and he'll leave the fancy stuff to his teammates, hopefully.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both
That means-
pretty different, interesting. I'm excited to see what Matt, who couldn't be with us tonight. So that's why we're doing session 0 and demonstrating other mechanics for the viewers, because Matt is not here tonight. He's playing some DCC because it's DCC day. And
Hey.
so
Yay.
we didn't want, of course, to start the new season without a full table. So we don't know what his character concept is going to be. So we're going to find out next time when we start the adventure for real.
Nice. And shout out to Goodman Games. What an excellent company.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
I was
amazing.
very sad that no one around me was doing DCC Day. It was depressing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that we were that today was DCC day. Otherwise, I would probably participate in something. But yeah, you can be. There's so much stuff to do.
There is. And it's only so much time.
Yeah.
So that means it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So one cold fall night on Wigglesby Farm, the sky lit up with a bright green light, and into the barn crashed a meteor. The only survivor was a red-haired goat, who now, when he came to, he wasn't thinking like a goat. He had like sentient thoughts, and he looked down and he had legs, and he stood up, and in the crater there was this bright red mask that was in there that he picked up, and he saw his reflection in this ooze that was coming off of the meteor, and he could see that his face was severely disfigured from the burns of the meteor hitting the barn. And he put the mask on, and he just felt this surge of power go through him. And that's when he started his run to Muscle City, and he joined up. He saw the masked luchadors of Muscle City, and he's like, this is where I belong. And now, being one of the lowest ranking luchadors out there, he's trying to get the approval of his peers, and not really doesn't want anyone to know that he's a goat. You know, he's got this mask that makes him look like one, but he's dressed in Farmer Wigglesby's overalls. He took them off, and they've got burn marks on him in some places, but he's covered from head to toe in red hair. And on occasion, if he gets scared, he'll molt all of his hair, and it'll just fall off, and he looks human for the briefest of moments. And now he just seeks to be accepted, and he's trying to find a way that he can talk normally when he's talking to his friends, because they all think he's got something going on up here that's making him talk like this.
Maybe too many heads.
Yeah. So on his mask, there's the horns that are actually his, and everybody thinks they're a part of the mask. And he's got his little tufted beard that looks like it's a part of the mask. So if Eric Bloat happens to be watching, I hope I do you proud with your mask that you submitted for.
That's right. The goat's mask was created by Eric.
It was.
Nice.
So yeah, in Lucha Libre Extravaganza, there are a bunch of masks that are masks of power, right? I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're gonna have to kind of dumb mine down a little bit, but I had to play the goat. I saw that, and I've always, ever since I was a kid, I used to joke around doing that kind of goat voice. So I think I do it pretty damn good for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to need about 80 gallons of water, like I was saying to Martin, per session. It's already making my throat sore doing that.
Oh.
But it's so worth it to be able to get you guys to all laugh at this. This is going to be a really great thing for us to do together.
So do you come from lore-wise? Do you come from a planet of goat men, goat people?
No, I just got
No, he's from
whatever
here.
the ooze was. Whatever
Okay,
the
so it's
ooze
the
was,
ooze
it was
that
emanating
created-
from the meteorite, like transformed me to a bipedal goat.
Yeah.
With cute, and when I looked down, we're gonna say when I looked down in the barn, I had goat legs that I keep hidden under the overalls, but human feet. So,
Oh, wow. That's messed up.
so whatever it was, like something didn't fully mutate in me, and I'm still part goat, part man, and all badass. So,
All right.
and do you want me to go over my stats, or well, we already kind of did, but I've got the Superman punch,
Yeah.
which I think's pretty rad that he can just like get in there and pow, just jam somebody. And he intimidates when he either stands his ground, scares someone, interrogates them, and I forget the fourth one. But yeah, this is going to be badass.
It was
That's my
interrogate, intimidate, stand
Yes.
your ground, and I forget another one.
When I dig in with my human feet and my goat legs, you're not moving me.
In my head, I keep seeing Hillbilly Jim from the old. From
That's
the
who I actually
WWE.
thought of when I.
Oh,
That's exactly who I thought of when I was thinking the overalls. Because I'm
What
like,
kind of-
what would a goat from afar and wear? And I'm like, shit, Hillbilly Jim, why not? We'll even say
Yeah.
I've got a straw hat that I wear in the middle of the summer to kind of keep my face shaded and out of the sun.
Okay, so you also wearing a goat mask that covers your real goat face and your horns,
Oh yeah.
and you're wearing you're wearing overalls as your costume.
Yep, and it looks like everyone just assumes I'm a weirdo and wearing like a fur suit, but it's actually my fur. So
Ah, yeah, everybody thinks you're some kind of furry.
yeah, so like
Goat furry. Okay.
see, and I even kind of drew my horns and everything on
Oh,
my
And played by Willem Dafoe. Yeah.
That's right.
yes.
That's gonna be. I'm gonna have to watch a bunch of Willem Dafoe movies to really get his mannerisms and attitude down, because I could see that face that he makes that he does. That's in one of the gifts. That's like I've got to get that down.
I haven't seen his Lighthouse movie yet. It's all like in black and
Oh my
white.
god. You're in for you have to be in the right space of mind, because it's really a mind fuck of a movie, but it's super intense, but it's awesome. But if you watch other movies by Robert Egger, like The Witch,
Yeah.
you already know what kind of movie
Okay.
he makes. You're gonna love it. But it's really intense, and I wasn't not a Robert Pattinson fan by any means, but he really delivers a heck of a performance in that movie, which proves that if he's in the hands of a good director, he can act. His face, it's almost a two-man show. They're all alone in the lighthouse for almost the whole duration of the movie. So
Man.
it's almost like theater, and facing an actor of his stature is not an easy thing, and he pulls it up. It's
all right.
beautiful, also very yeah. You if you like it, you're gonna want to see him more than once.
All right.
Pattinson can act. Like he was.
Yeah.
I thought he was actually a really good Batman.
Yeah, I
Oh.
liked it. I liked him as Batman also. Yeah,
Yeah, that worked. That worked. No
yeah.
complaints.
As long as he's not sparkling, I think I would enjoy the movie
Well,
he's in.
yeah,
So,
he was a kid, and he hated it also. He was over it before the movie ended, and yeah. I mean, yeah.
who wasn't?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody. That's very, very true.
Sorry, Twilight fans.
Are they still there's still some left, you think?
It's
Maybe
weird to
they've all
imagine a
outgrown
fan
it.
of both Twilight and wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
Well,
a small demographic.
The
It's-
WWE did have Gold Dust, so there
Truth.
is the possibility.
True.
what is very weird is like when you go in a bookstore now and you go look up horror books or a fantasy book, and there are all these books with a woman in love with a werewolf, with an ogre, with vampires, and it's always like a love triangle. And so I guess Twilight still lives on in these derived products. Yeah, it kind of birthed the genre of for lonely housewives.
It'll come back.
All right. Eric, the only thing I'm just realizing, you never sent me a song.
Oh, that's on me. I listened to a couple of them and then I got distracted.
There are so many.
No, it's a big list.
I've got one I can plug in that I think's pretty good.
Yes, let's do it.
I've got to find it.
Ooh.
But yeah, give me a few minutes. Because did you want to talk about what you're playing tonight while we do our match? Or,
yeah, for sure.
That gives me time to load in. That gives me time to find the song.
Perfect.
Match. We're working tonight.
I do like to plug in or give a little plug to the inspiration for it. So my character El Blorto is really based on my love of an old 1980s, 1990s comic book character called El Borba by a artist by the last name of Burns, who is kind of like more of an underground comics, counterculture comics kind of guy for a lot of his career, and really put out some amazing stuff in that kind of oddball early 90s period where sort of indie comics had this big explosion. You saw, things like Love and Rockets by the Hernandez brothers come out and stuff like that. He did first a comic called Hard Boiled Defective that was just a chain of El Borba stories, and later on he did a collection just called El Borba, if I remember it right. That was the final collection of all the rest of the stories, and the character is just a sort of a aging, pot-bellied old wrestler, who's out of his ring days and kind of spends his time doing cheap private detective work, like real low-end noir stuff, like somebody thinks that their husband is cheating on them, or somebody's teenage son has maybe like turned to motorcycles and drugs and disappeared and all that, and he kind of hunts them down and brings them back to the family. But he gets involved always in like the craziest kind of stories too. There's one that's just sort of a critique of fast food restaurants, where you find out that a fast food restaurant is putting like some kind of addictive experimental drug in their burgers, and he ends up beating up the people responsible and kind of just, force feeds the executive responsible burgers and things full of the drugs from his own company at the end. So he's kind of a miscreant at the same time. But, you see in the course of the stories that even though his methods are rough, he's kind of got a heart of gold anyway, and for the most part. And he turns out to be like a good guy, just with a sort of crummy, bourbon swilling, cigarette chain smoking attitude.
Yeah, he's like the typical guy who's seen too much. Nothing phases him anymore.
Yeah.
Just, let me straighten this up so I can go back to to doing nothing and don't not have to deal with you people anymore.
Yes, and just sitting around in his office watching El Santo movies on a little black and white TV.
Yeah, I love Charles Burns, and this character was super fun.
Super great.
The cigarette smoke fog is just hanging in the air in the
Oh,
room.
yes.
And that's why also we you imagine a location that's in the final Muscle Cities map. The little CD cinema was imagined as the headquarter of El Blorto. When he's alone, when he don't want to be with the rest of the team at the conch shell, his private place is under the CD cinema. Remind me what it's called again?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
having a blank right now.
Yes. The hold on, it was Super Cine Sensacional.
Yes, yeah. So we had to put it on the map because now it's part of Muscle City in my head.
Thank you for that. Actually, that was so great. I used to I lived in South Texas as a teenager, and there used to be a Univision channel that we had there that had a Saturday show called Super Sabado Sensacional, which was like kind of a variety show. And I mean, I feel like you would watch it and it would have everything from like just comedy acts to like, wrestling movies and stuff like that. And you just get all kinds of good stuff. Plus they would have like, guests, celebrities from Mexico and Mexico cinema and music on there. I think I may be misremembering this, but I think that before she passed away, I think I saw Selena and her family on that show.
Oh, yeah.
Like they were interviewed, they were there, they did a little number and everything. And it was a cool show, if you were into like kind of the Spanish cultura.
Yeah, I've watched shit out of that for sure.
Yeah, it was fun. It was totally fun. It didn't have the bee guy, but it would do stuff like that with the guy in like the bee suit and stuff. They were certainly not above that kind of like just like simple childlike humor in it too.
Great.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, so your character that you're playing tonight is inspired by Charles Burns comics?
Yes. He's named El Blorto, which was just I think a name that I came up with in the 90s after watching El Barto on The Simpsons. And it kind of stuck because I remember at the time I was having some real struggles with my weight and I was just feeling real overweight. And I think the girl I was going out with at the time referred to me as Mr. Blorto. And I was like, sí, El Blorto. So it kind of comes from that semi-autobiographical period.
So for people who have watched season one of season one of our Crime Fighting Luchadores campaign, it was it's like El Blorto before he got the El Santos mask and become the El Cruzado. So it's like your character at the start of last season.
Yeah, right? At the very start. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to ask a question since the gang's mostly here, except for Matt, about what you guys might be thinking of for a headquarters for your new team of luchadors. It hasn't really come up yet and had a lot of discussion. So I wanted to know if anyone had some kind of preliminary ideas or anything about like what you want to do. And I do kind of have a reason that I'm asking that too.
Okay. Is there any restriction like to respect your setting and because you say you have kind of a suggestion?
Well, no, there is anything that you guys want to do from either of the, from the in the core rulebook, there's actually a page where you can roll up one if you don't have one in mind.
Yeah. It could be random.
And also, it just turns out that one of the things that's kind of a special deal for the El Cosmico archetype is that it adds 2 additional options in case you have some Goodman Games D14 dice that add either a secret base in the heart of an active volcano or
Yeah,
an orbital space station.
that's
As
right.
the secret base. And both of
They
these
have
are
orbital
assumed.
space base or volcano lair.
Yeah. Now, I want to quick credit at least the volcano layer. When I was a little boy in Chicago on UHF channel, there was a show that they used to call Space Giants. That was also the original Japanese name is Magma Taishi, which is Ambassador Magma. And it featured a robot named Goldar. It was like a giant gold robot that could turn into a jet and had like these kind of like space antennas and like long white hair. And he had a wife who was silver called Silvar and a little kid named Gam. And all three of them were really robots that could turn into jets.
Okay.
And so I highly recommend just Googling that to see some of the pictures because the costumes were redonkulous in that show.
I think I've seen Goldar, but not the whole
Yeah.
family. Because when you talked about the antenna and the hair, because there's a lot of gold robots, but I think I've seen it. I'll Google it when we have a pause.
And so those guys lived in the heart of a volcano, and the deal with Goldar was that he, as a robot, had the strength of a active volcano, and he would use it to fight kaiju because he could grow in size from being like something around the neighborhood of 18 feet to being something in the neighborhood of like kaiju size.
Okay.
And he just had that limitless strength of being powered by the force of the volcano. And between every heroic fight against these kaiju, he would repower in that magma flowing volcano base, which was maintained by an ancient bearded Chinese sage named Methuselah.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah, it did not have to make a lot of sense, but it was fun to watch when I was 8.
Who has time for that? So you want to try one of the new? Do you want to have a mountain-based or underwater-based or a volcano-based secret lair?
Yeah,
Or
what do you think, guys? We can go totally normal. There's a nice list of sane bases if this sounds too crazy.
Well, I like the space station because I picture my little goat guy having one of those like fake boxes of grass somewhere on there that he chews, and then we have to water it to help it grow.
I've got a D14 right here. We can roll, or if one of you guys wants to pick something, I'm very happy. If anybody has any predisposed to a particular idea that they have,
I say we roll it.
Let's roll it.
All right.
You want me to do it?
Yeah,
go for it.
It's a 14, Eric.
Okay, let's take a look.
No, it's a D14.
Oh,
so so there's our 12 different choices in the core book, and if we get a 13, it will be a space station, and if we get a 14, it will be the volcano lair.
Yes.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
5. What is 5?
5 brings us a. Bear with me a second. Enemy tables. Oh, hold on. I just had it and then I lost it. Here we go. It's on page 52 of the core rules for anyone new watching. And a 5 it was 5, right?
Yeah.
Is a bunker. So, could we, in the terms of a bunker in Muscle City, could we use an old forgotten municipal nuclear shelter built during the Cold War?
You know I'm going to say yes to that, right?
All right. Yeah, all right. So, man, bunker, nice one. First of all, great against enemy attack. It's a freaking bunker. And you have all kinds of cool stuff in there.
We all get pip boys, right?
Oh, perfect. Nice.
No meteor's going to get me again.
That's right. I got protection from a nuclear blast.
Goat. Can you remind me what's your character's name again, Dave?
The
Yeah.
kid. I had
The
it
kid.
spelled out
Okay.
Kiiiid because a kid is a baby goat. Because I was thinking I could say I'm the kid, and
Okay. So the kid.
and I changed it so there wouldn't be. Actually, I'm going to change it back right now. Bum, 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 bum. How do I do this? What am I doing here? Here we go. There we go.
All right.
Wonderful.
I'm laughing now thinking of my entrance song because I probably looked as much as you, Eric. And I found one that matches up so perfect with the kid that it's perfect.
And Eric, yeah, El Blorto is he's a sleuth, right?
That's right. Yeah, he really is, trying to be that private detective. So I felt like that was the one archetype that really fit in there. It fit with the old comics, and that's how he earned a living, got paid looking for looking for lost kids and trying to catch philandering husbands.
So yeah, you got police informant as an ally. You have a trench coat, magnifying glass, binoculars, and the keyword detective, which is unfortunately not gonna be super useful tonight in our versus match or tag team match, but.
It's great in play for anybody thinking about the sleuth in actual gameplay. Having that extra bit to get clues sometimes really saves your hash.
Yeah, it's getting clues before the final fight is very,
So
very
important.
useful. That's why the investigation part of a crime fighting luchadors game has to give you enough opportunity to gather clues because it makes a huge difference when you're fighting the super beast at the end.
Oh, that fight
Was
against
there anything else that you wanted to go over before we started pummeling each other out?
Let's see.
And we don't have a team name yet, and we don't have the Royal Rumble move. But should we wait for? Should we discuss this with Matt before? Maybe outside of stream, or maybe at the start of next stream.
I think we should probably give them input on the team name. We can all discuss it. I think it's probably best to do it like that.
Yeah.
Should we have even go backwards a little bit for the hideout?
What's that?
Sorry.
Should we go back a little bit for the hideout too and let him have some input on that? Or where we rolled it, but so it's random.
Yeah. Well, personally, if it was me that was absent tonight, you deciding what the HQ is going to be is not that big of a deal. But for the team's name and Royal Rumble, I'd like to be involved. I don't know what you think. Yeah,
that works for me.
Okay.
I doubt he's going to have a problem with the HQ. If he does have some crazy idea, we can hear him out also. But yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
I do have a question for you, Martin, regarding an aspect of the game that's coming up in my own campaign that I have with my regular gaming group. In the list of assets that a new character can possibly, acquire either by roll or by choice. Hold on a second. I just want to go back to it in the rules book real fast here. Psychic powers. There we go. One of them on page. There we go. On page 21. Yeah. On page 21, one of them is number 29, a vehicle, which is where you might have like an iconic motorcycle for your character, or a sports car, or a jet boat, or even like a rocket pack. And what it really does in game terms is it just gives you the ability to travel between one location and another. If you're going to do an investigation, you got to go across town to the thing. I was watching one of my favorite more modern cartoons, the Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
And and Dr. Orpheus has his little kind of weird crime fighting team to the Order of the Triad with the alchemist and the gentleman who hunts Blackulas. I forget his name, which is embarrassing. But one of their mode of travel is that Dr. Orpheus teleports them everywhere they have to go.
Yeah.
And I thought, all right, could we give the spook class an extra potential psychic power, that only really did exactly the same thing as number 29, the vehicle asset. That's the limit of it. It just makes you able to go from one scene to another scene, but you could do it with like a crazy like psychic magic thing, like some kind of. I'm thinking of like the Shadow in the 30s, where it would just be like, haha, mysteriously, me and my team disappear and reappear in another location.
There is a new psychic power that is levitation, and there is astral projection, but that's not what you're talking about. So if it's to be used as just as a mean of transportation, then I say, yeah, sure, go for it. It's
Okay.
fun. Why not? It just don't make it something that can be used during combat, so that a character can become very quickly overpowered. So I don't know how you want to present it to make to make sense thematically in your game, but it's maybe
you have to sort of bloop in the parking lot and not have a portal open with like somebody doing a flying headbutt like directly out of it into combat. You want to sort of bloop in and then move into the area. It's two separate things.
Exactly. So if it's just a mean of transportation, I say, yeah, well, why not? It's fun. Everybody can adapt it to something of their, and there are probably other means of transportation that I haven't thought about that somebody might want to use or invent, and it's fine.
One of my other players was almost going to make a character that was kind of based on Sergeant Slaughter's character in Predator. I forget the gentleman's actual name in real life, but he was Sergeant Slaughter in, what was it, the WWF in the 80s, right? Am I thinking of the right guy? And then
I don't think so.
Oh, I am, aren't I?
Is his name Sergeant Slaughter? I never knew that.
No, see, that was a different guy. Because
are you thinking of Jesse Ventura with the minigun?
Yeah, and
Jesse the Body Ventura.
And he wanted to do a thing where his special vehicle was basically like a Vietnam era Huey helicopter that would fly around the city, with the rest of the team too in it. And they would kind of go everywhere by this like olive drab, rusty old Vietnam era freaking helicopter with loudspeakers on the bottom from freaking Apocalypse Now. but it would play their ring music and stuff.
There's nothing like the smell of napalm in the morning.
Exactly.
Did we lose Martin?
Is Blaine.
He froze up. Oh, there he goes.
You still hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could hear you. The screen just froze up a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
It's good.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's another character named Sergeant Slaughter, but Jesse Ventura, he was Blaine. He's just
Blaine. That's it. Yeah.
All I can ever remember from that movie is one line that I am not saying on screen. Yeah. So
for me, it's get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. Get in the bunker. We got to run.
Oh, how will your new super team, or how will your team get around? Does anybody have a vehicle as any kind of thing, or will we just take taxis like we did in the last season?
Mom van.
A what?
My character probably has a minivan, you know.
Right? Awesome.
It's not
Yes.
super stylish, but it gets the job done. But
Can it
no, I
drive?
don't have a vehicle among my assets, and I guess you don't either.
Could say I have a farm tractor with a wagon.
By the way,
John Deere.
another archetype that I'm working on is a luchador pilot who's gonna be able to. He's gonna be good to pilot all different kind of vehicle, and so that's something that's in the work.
That'll go along nice with the medic. That was an ingenious add to this game.
I think so. He was super helpful during our campaign also.
Holy cow! Yeah.
Yeah,
One of the things
he
I'm gonna
saved
try to
our
make-
back many times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every adventure.
Yes.
Yes.
Until I
Really?
almost killed him.
You really show
But
me
even
that I have to
think he
make
catched
sure
me up.
in running this game, you've got to put enough healing items just to be found in the crime sites that everybody's investigating to kind of
Yeah.
help everybody make it through all those fights.
Yeah, I've created a list of random items to be found. So I reuse the same, but it's super long. So whenever I'm in need of a quick loot, I use
Oh,
this list. I can share it with you
nice.
later if you want.
I was just about to ask if that's in the zine or not yet.
No, it's not yet, but it's in my personal stuff. I can share it with you if you want to use it for the
Yeah.
campaign.
That would totally give me an opportunity to dispense cool stuff to you guys. I was going to just use the regular assets list and be like that, have that be the things that you guys found as you were going places. Because I really like some of the neat things like brass knuckles and hand wraps and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, yeah,
Same.
totally see a wrestler picking
Some
that
of
up.
the assets are not physical things also that can be that you can find in a locker or in a or while looting a body. Doesn't make sense. So yeah.
You know, one of my own thoughts too about this game is one of the great things about it is the code of the luchador, where you don't just like pick up a Tommy gun that a dino mobster drops and just use it on the enemies, you know, kind of like Batman doesn't pick up all the guns that are used against him and Robin, you know. I think that's an excellent aspect of this game, and I really try to bring it home for my players too, you know, that this is about the code of the luchador and the two-fisted bare knuckle fighting of the ring, you know, bringing justice through personal strength and acrobatics. That's beloved aspect of this game for me.
Thank you. I think it was important to me to put in there. So also there's something that doesn't make sense when in superheroes series or comics they kill an enemy or a hero too fast, and then the fans miss that character, and then they find a stupid reason for them to come back, and it's always cheesy. It's like, don't kill the Joker. What are you doing? You know, you want to use the Joker later, so you know, don't kill these characters too fast. Like, I don't know if any of you is masochist enough to have listened to Gotham, but they killed the Joker like 3 times, and it's always a new one. It's like, hey, Batman doesn't exist yet, and the Joker already died 3 times. I don't think it's gonna work. So
put him in jail. Put him in jail so he can escape, and then you can do something else again. Like
exactly. Did you learn nothing? So the only exception is if there are undead, which are technically already dead, or monster, like when we fought zombies. I
almost got into trouble with Pulsar Purple because he was like a very intentionally dubious sort of gray character, and the gun thing, like, it was all just role playing off the top of my head. I knew there was like obviously an aversion thematically to using the firearm. I thought I could maybe use it as more of a prop than a weapon, but it was a very fine line that it was sort of tough to do easily. I had to sort of figure out what exactly I was going to do. to
Yeah.
try to use it as something interesting from a storytelling place, but not just start like blasting. Because
Well, that could be something interesting also to role play at a table in the future. Is like, what do you do if all the luchador obeys the luchador code, but one of them turns Punisher and starts shooting people? Like there has to be infighting, and maybe your character becomes a villain after that, and could be interesting.
like I tried to
But
use the
you
gun.
scared the rest of the team.
Well, I tried to use the gun without pulling the trigger, right? Like I tried to use the implication of the violence of the gun without actually using the violence of the gun.
Yes, that was fun.
Not that I would suggest that for every kind of adventure. Like it was maybe a bit much, but you know.
I thought that
Gotta
Daredevil
try
show they did kind of recently, where they kind of had the crossover with Punisher and everybody, handled
Yeah.
that kind of good, and seeing how like a fisticuffs hero regarded a guns anti-hero. I thought the conversations they had about that, and whether or not you should just murder people, were pretty cool. I mean, they were actually pretty sound arguments for each of them, given their
Yes.
point of view in that.
Yeah, I mean, of course, if these characters were real, at what point do you say, "Hey, it's pointless. We keep putting this guy in jail, and he gets out all the time." So, are we accomplishing anything here, or? But yeah, it was well written in that regard.
It's a nice show, nice to watch.
But
Good
then
fights.
Disney had to put their dirty paws all over it. I'm not super enthusiastic about the next version of Daredevil that's gonna be on Disney Plus, but we'll wait and see. At least they kept the cast, which is
I'm so glad Bernthal's coming back as the Punisher, because
and D'Onofrio,
did a good job, right?
You gotta keep him as Kingpin was perfectly cast. We saw so little of him. He was so interesting, and then if they were to recast somebody else, it would have ruined everything. So
yeah, that was awesome.
All the cast was good.
Solid work.
It's still one of my favorite superhero shows. Daredevil. The choreography, the fight scenes were super well done, and
that
the tone
hallway fight was bananas.
Yeah,
bananas. Greatest moment of a television series, man. So good.
Punisher in jail also was so bloody and so looking violent. Great.
That was tasty. I gotta go back
They
and
were
watch that again now.
They were making a show for adults. They were not afraid to make a show for adults. And, we need that sometimes. Everything targeted towards kids, and it's sometimes it doesn't fit with the material. Anyway, let's go back to Crime Fighting Luchadors.
Okay. Is it time for some battles?
I would say
9:30 Eastern.
Who wants to come in first?
Woo!
And do we want to kind of describe our ring entrance, or how do we want to do it?
I'll go first, and I'll do what I think is an appropriate ring entrance for this character.
Let me turn on your song, and hopefully you like my.
Just before we start, can we do just like 2 or 3 minutes, guys? Do you mind?
Absolutely, yeah. I was about to ask the same thing anyway. I'm out, and I need to have a drink of water. And
I'll hang, because I have not figured out how to make like break screens on this yet. So I'll sing a song for everybody, and then when you guys get back, I'll take a quick break.
Amazing. So back in 5. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. Woo! All right.
This is going to be fun. So I hope everyone out there that's watching is enjoying this so far. I didn't realize we could just mute everything. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to put be right back thing up here. Where'd it go? Here we go. Boo. Look at that. Everybody returned right on
Everybody
time.
on time.
Woo! All right.
So how do we want to do our ring entrances? Because I've got all the music. Do we want to do like intros? We like kind of describe our ring entrance and what happens, or do we just want to play like the music for like 10 seconds, or what do we want to do?
Oh man, well I'll narrate a little thing, but I think that's just the GM and me wanting to GM all the time.
Exactly, and I've talking too much, so now's your time to run with it.
Woo!
You want to go first, Eric?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'll do a short one and kind of get up in there.
All right. I hope you like your song, so
Thanks,
I'll
man.
start it right now.
Oh, yeah. Right out of the locker room, the spotlight hitting the door, out lumbers the, the masked, onesie wearing wrestler, bottle of Dinkless bourbon in one hand, and still smoking a last cigarette before he had to go into the fight. Wanders a few steps down out of the locker room door towards the ring, and flicks aside the cigarette, hands over the bourbon to a crowd member, and saunters on down lazily to the stage, kind of only mildly interested in the whole affair as it is, and gets up there, climbs the short steps onto the outside of the ring, pries open the top two ropes and steps around up into the ring, turns around to eyeball the opponent, and is ready to go. It'll take just a second to raise up his hands towards the crowd. That's it.
Big pop.
Who wants
Who
wants to face El Blorto, or should we randomize it? Like we throw a dice six. What do you want? How do you want to do it?
I'll go. I'll take on El Blordo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the kid.
the first thing you notice is this weird barn smell that kind of picks up in the arena. And then you hear the music kick in. And out to the stage, or out onto the ramp, he just walks out, and he's like, "Meh," and he just starts this like hop down, like almost like he's galloping down to the ring, and he dives under the bottom rope, and he gets right up in your face and goes, "Meh," when he gets down there. So,
All right.
Yeah.
and the crowd's going wild, and he's got his boots, and it looks like he's dancing, but he just can't stop like galloping while he's down there. So
Man, all right.
Should we go over the rules for versus fights, like luchador versus luchador?
Absolutely, yes.
Do you have them, Andy, Eric? I sent it before in the chat, but if you want, I can send it again if you don't find it.
Is the best way to do it? Is the best way to do it just on sort of honor system, that you decide what your action is going to be, and then we both would reveal, you know what I mean? Because there's sort of a rock, paper, scissors element to it, right? That if you declare a special move, but your opponent is doing just a regular attack,
we can send it. We can send it to the ref. Like each player send their move to the ref. In this case, I'll be the ref or you'll be the ref. So just to make sure that it's kosher.
Okay.
You should totally be the ref, sir.
Okay?
As the creator. It would be an honor.
We didn't really infight in season 1, so I'm not well versed in. I mean, this is just a friendly exhibition tonight. We're not there's no gold on the line. There's no big bag of money or anything, right? We're just trying to put on a good show.
We're training in the danger room.
Hey, nice. Yeah, and El Blorto won't even be in this adventure coming up. So yeah, this is just something for tonight.
We're just knocking boots in the ring a little bit.
Ah, there you go.
Exactly. And also, it was a viewer request. Somebody asked if we can showcase some luchador versus luchador and tag team rules, so they can try it at their own table. So I said, yeah, that's a great idea. What he wanted to do, us to do was have all our characters from last season where they were at fight against each other as a sort of send out to our characters. But unfortunately, we can't do that without Matt. But I say sometimes, why not? It could be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah,
Blorto's
if you
in
want
there,
to-
so to a degree, we're sort of straddling the line between both parties, right? We got a classic character in there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Three new
Yeah,
characters.
it's true.
Ah,
All right.
Oh, you found
So
it.
I'm gonna definitely. I've got the book
Yeah.
open. How do we
Nice.
decide initiative? I can't remember.
So there's no initiative. That's why each player has to will send me a little text to say what they do. Because if both players use a basic attack, then they both do their combat checks, and the higher inflicts
Like an
damage to
opposed roll, right? Like
exactly an
Yeah.
opposed roll. But if one of both players decide that they want to use a super move, if a player uses a super move about somebody using a regular move, then they automatically prevail. Because a super move always are better than a regular move. If both decide that they want to use their super move, then we roll a d6 and compare result. The highest result wins. In case of tie, we re-roll, and both players must pay also the stamina cost for their super move. Whatever it works or it doesn't work. So that's another reason why the decision has to be made in secret. Secretly, because if you lose the test, you could just say you wanted to do something else, or yeah. So it's pretty basic. It's do you have any questions?
Nope.
No.
I actually just
I
sent
don't
you
think
my
so.
move through Facebook.
You already
So
sent your move. Okay.
yeah, we're gonna say
Okay,
I
so-
come right under the rope and go for my move to see what happens.
Okay.
Woo,
Do you have
okay.
a corner boy or gal?
Nope. It's just me.
It's just you. All right.
Not a you. I'm not a you. I'm a. Get it?
All right, I'll send you one through Facebook too, sir. Let's
Yeah.
see here. We go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. Find our. There we go. And
You have a mechanical keyboard, right?
I do. I will.
I have one. I love typing on these, but my girlfriend not so much, and I I always work late. I work like till 3 in the morning writing, so she asked me kindly to to buy another one, but I miss the old one. It's still in a drawer somewhere. I like the
Yes.
feel of it.
Same.
I'm used to this, but yeah, it's kind of it's a bit noisy when everybody else is sleeping in the house.
Hold on. I'm going to switch real fast, and I can just use the keyboard built into this laptop here, and it is much.
Oh no
more
no! I wasn't saying that for that reason. I don't mind it one bit. I was just
doesn't faze me.
sharing an anecdote. That's all. It doesn't bother me. I like it actually.
Oh, thank you. I think it's an old habit because I'm an old man. I keyboard.
Yeah, well,
We have a lot of these old
I,
gaming
I,
keyboards.
I learned on a typewriter, so that says
Same.
something.
Yes, same.
Me too.
And when we made a mistake, we had to go back to the exact spot and tape over it with the liquid paper band.
Yes.
Oh my
Yep.
God. For years and years.
Until they came out with the keyboards that could actually, or the typewriters that could go back and delete,
Right.
like about
With
the early 90s to
The
mid 90s.
second
The
tape.
electrical one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got to use one when I
those.
was a work study student in college.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
I haven't received your text yet, Eric. Did you
shoot.
send it via Messenger or how you sent it?
Did via
5,
Facebook Messenger.
4.
Which one should I put it in? Which is the best chat to do it in?
You can send it to me in Messenger in our private conversation.
Okay.
I don't think
And-
somebody's trying to cheat, but
How about-
just to make
great.
it.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
Oh,
see
okay.
here.
I've seen it. My
Oh,
phone
great.
got it before my PC. Don't ask me why, but okay. Perfect. So okay. So 3, 2, 1. So the kid wanted to go with a Superman punch,
Woo!
and El Blorto was aiming to do a rabbit punch, which is a regular move. So
Yeah.
automatically the kid connects. So
Yeah.
this you use one stamina point.
Okay.
And now you can describe your action and say how much damage you deliver.
And it's 2d6 plus my muscle and what? For
No,
the-
you don't have to roll for it because it's a super move. So you
Yeah.
just calculate the damage, which is your level is level 1.
Yep.
Plus your muscle or acrobatics, whichever you want to use, your highest.
Okay.
And what else am I?
It's 1 plus your level,
Mhm.
the statistic, and then the special move level.
Yeah, so that's another one for the special move is level 1, I think.
Okay, so 3, would that be right?
3 plus your muscle or your acrobatic.
So 4 damage.
Woohoo!
Okay, that's 4 damage. So
And I
that's
just come up and I just boom, I come right up into his face with it and I go when I
Woo! All right. That's how we do up in here. Okay. That's the way you start. That's got to be a crowd pleaser too. When it starts right off with a smashing attack like that,
we
that's
need
the
a
way to get it.
soundboard for next time.
Need
I'll
some
see what I
crowd
can do.
yelling.
So you would be up, Eric.
All right.
Punch you in the face.
Okay, so both of you, same thing. Send your move to me in chat, and
All
when
right.
both have done it, I'll say the result.
Oh, I'm trying to think of. I think this is the right move.
All right.
Okay. We have to create some special move for your character, Dave. Some kind of mule kick or something like that.
I was actually going to say for my move, but I didn't know if it would count as a special move to jump up and kick with both of my feet. But that almost sounds like it might be a special.
Well, you could create. You could, instead of doing the Superman punch, you could come up with your own and use it in the same manner. It doesn't.
Okay, I'll do
it
that
doesn't
before the
impact
next one.
the way it plays at all.
we'll say this is the kid's first match. So
all right. All right.
So he's figuring out his moves.
Okay. So what Alberto is trying to do is dodge out of the corner and try to circle around Goatman and then go into a suplex. And the kid wants to do an Irish whip.
Ooh, all right.
So they're both regular attacks. You roll your combat roll as usual, and we'll do a compared check.
All right. Ooh, a 5 and a 3 for a total of 8. And let's see, and we add the your muscle. Is that right?
Yeah, you add your
muscles, and any asset you have. I'm not really rolling with an asset. This is a ring match, so I don't want to seem like I'm cheating. So just hold on, double checking to see.
I think we might have tied because
8, 9, 10. 10 total.
I got a 10.
Hey, tie! All right.
I've written that in case of tie, they both counter each other attack and must roll again. But I have another idea to speed things up. What about you deal half damage each? You both deal half damage to each other.
Oh, okay.
How does that sound? That makes sense?
Yep. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's good. All right, so let's see. Oh, yeah. I also got to make sure.
To make it more brutal a little bit.
-4. Okay. Let's see. I took 4 in that very first attack, right? From the special move, the Superman punch?
Yep.
Yeah. Just making sure I got it all written down. Okay. And so let's see. When you're figuring out your damage, I'm just rereading the player versus player rules here.
A regular attack is 1 plus your level plus your muscles.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I deal 3 damage, so it'd be 1.5.
Yeah.
That's
Same
2 damage. And same, you deal the same damage, so you both take 2 damage.
All right.
Okay.
Woo.
I'm facing a wrestling legend.
What's Blordo sitting on for vitality?
4 now. I started with 10, lost 4 in the very first attack, lost 2 just now, and I'm down to 4 out of 10. Oh, it's looking bad in the ring.
Okay, round 3.
All right. Got it.
Oh, I don't know what I want to do. I'm slowing this down. Oh boy.
No.
It's all right.
It's not a race.
Yeah, it's all
Where'd
good.
Facebook go? Where'd it go?
Thinking about how this would go at a table, like if you were live playing at a small table with friends in a living room or dining room, I'm like, note passing, or
they could, you could use maybe tokens. One side of a color, the other side of a different color, or you use the different chip, colored chip, like a color for your regular attack, and another one for your special move. So you put your hand over the chip you've chosen, and both lift their hand at the same time, or something like that.
I tell you what, this makes me want to do is make little cards so you can have like a little hand of cards and you can kind of slap down the thing you want to do.
That'd be nice. Yeah, sure.
I got a buddy that just made a card combat game like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's Scott Jones. He does a game called Shard, which is an anthropomorphic kind of kung fu and Eastern setting game.
Okay. What's the name of the game?
Shard, Shard.
I don't know.
I've heard of that before.
It's online at shardrpg.com. They're at basically every Gen Con every year for the past many years. So you'll see them with a booth there.
Okay, I'll look into it. That seems interesting. Okay, so both wrestlers have made their choice. We have on on one side El Blorto is using one of his special moves, the Cholo Driver, and the kid wanted to do a headbutt, but he's over. I mean, El Blorto overcomes. His super move is better.
All right. So how many points is that, Eric?
So, let's see. I think it's let's see. It's a level 1 move. It's basically
level 1 also for the character, so that's 2.
Yeah.
Plus
and then 1 muscles.
Plus 1 muscle, so that's 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm down to 7 because I had the 2 extra vitality points.
Yeah, with the Beasto.
Oh yeah, Beasta also have extra vitality point. All right. Okay, so now it's getting serious.
Woo! All right, is it new round?
Yep.
Okay. All right, let's see.
There we go. Sent you mine.
Let's do a... Hold on. Oh yeah, I got to keep a record of stamina points.
Have the kid wants to do a spear, and El Cholo goes with no, but not El Cholo. El Blorto uses another special move, the Brain Buster.
Yes.
So the Brain Buster against somebody who has a very, very hard head. Hard to call.
That's right. That's true.
I am down to 4 then, because that would be 3 again, right?
So you're equal now.
Even, yeah.
You both have 4 VP left. So maybe the next round is gonna be the last one. We'll see.
All right.
Okay.
Now it's too late to make bets, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Because I only got 1 special move, right?
If
I think so.
depends on your archetype, but as a beast, yeah, you have mutations instead of
special moves.
Yeah.
Oh no. Now that tells me something I've been doing wrong. I've been allowing my players to attempt other special moves, and the one they choose for their character had just been their signature move. So what I should be doing is only allowing them to possession of 1 special move, right? That's the only one they can do in the ring. Thank you for that rules clarification.
Except, when you put another dot in acrobatics, then you get to choose another. So the more athletic your character is, the more special moves they master.
Okay, then
and you can only use it, like if you had multiple special moves, you could do them each once during a fight, but you can only use a special move 1 time during a fight, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. That means I should not have been able to do that special move that last round. Like just
Oh,
going
because
by the
you
rules.
you use the same twice. Well, then in that case,
I
in that
know.
case, we'll
Exactly. Exactly.
we'll allow the kid to do a special move once again whenever he wants, since
Yes.
Okay.
you did yours
Yes.
twice.
Yes. That's
All
more
right.
like it.
I am going to revoke what I sent you.
No problem.
And I just sent you mine.
Okay. What about you? Not yet.
Okay. And hold on, almost there. There we go. Sorry about the delay.
No
You're
problem.
good.
So I'm going to try to back away from whatever he's doing and put some distance in the ring between us. So El Gordo is he's out of breath a little,
Yes.
and it's all those Marlboros,
Yes. It's
and
100% all those
but the
Marlboros.
kid is having none of it, and he's coming with a camel clutch.
Oh! 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 The back bending. The
So I just
spine
got you like
breaking.
this.
So
Going,
you were already
out of the crowd.
you were coughing up with your smoker's cuff, and he comes back behind you and starts to pull on your head.
Appropriate.
Okay.
Very appropriate.
Smoking is bad.
Totally.
How much damage do you deliver?
3.
With that?
Woo!
3. Oh,
Oh,
that leaves you with only the 1.
yes.
Okay, so round 4.
I tell you, I think after each round, both players must decide if they want to tap out or keep on fighting. And I think I'm going to tap out.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause we're not
beaten.
trying to send each other to the hospital.
Yeah,
we're,
yeah.
we're buddies.
So, yeah, so
We're-
I am beaten. I admit it.
So I just walk up and I'm like, nice fight. And I give you a hug.
Yeah, I'm a sportsman. Me too. Me too.
All right, that was a cool fight.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I guess I have to face a wall, literally. Okay.
Yes, the real deal is coming for you.
Amazing. So we'll send our move to the real ref now, to Eric.
Woo! All
Okay,
right.
so how's the real deal, Brick Steel, coming to the ring?
Hold on 1 sec. I got to get the music back up here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes, forget about that.
All right.
Pretty straight up and down baby face, so he's not doing anything too crazy. Just posing a lot as he comes down the ramp. Rolls into the ring, goes up in one of the corners, flexes, tries to get a real deal chant started.
Oh,
All right.
hold on. Hey, make a brains check. It's the closest thing to charisma this game has.
Yes.
9.
Oh, all right.
He says,
You got it.
I'm the real deal.
Crowd chants in. They're with it. They're going with it.
Yeah, some maybe they don't really mean it, but he's close to them, so they're like, yeah.
All right.
And
And now,
all right. Now.
Shooting Star.
Yeah, so Shooting Star, she has some kind of little sketch
Ooh,
that she
nice music.
so we see our little girl, and she's running with a backpack, like she's running to catch the bus, And at first, I'm like looking through the window, and I see that she's gonna miss the bus. So I'm in my normal clothes, and I run behind my daughter, and I took her under one arm. Then I activate, I push my button, and I transform into a shooting star, and then I fly to the ring.
Yeah.
Not gonna fly during matches, of course, because it's unfair, but just for the show.
It's a pretty amazing thing. I have to say, the crowd is pretty amazed when you suddenly, in like a flash of light, totally change costume in front of everybody. It's just like that. Everybody's taken by surprise, and especially at least the crowd around you has to go pretty wild, I would figure.
So okay, now we have to fight each other. So we'll send our move to you, Eric.
Yeah, please. If we don't mind, can we just do it through Facebook Messenger? Is that cool with you guys?
Yeah, if it's easier for you, sure.
And Brick, you got my Facebook Messenger?
I think I have it here. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Sweet. All right. There we go. I love that picture of you in your Facebook Messenger, by the way. Freaking awesome. Oh, yeah. Here we go. All right.
Oh, I sent it to the wrong one.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not looking.
I'll get you in the other one too. We'll use that one.
all right.
You're not going to see anything, Martin.
All right.
Perfect.
Okay, there you go.
Woo! Okay.
Both results are in.
Yeah, both results are in. So, you just told us earlier in this episode of this show, your special move is the I can't remember it. You told us it's not more than an hour or two ago, and I don't remember what it is. What is Brick Steel's special move?
Clothesline.
Yeah,
Concrete clothesline.
concrete clothesline. Yeah, a crowd pleaser. Now,
Oh, so we both did our
both did a
move.
special move, so now we
Because
have that same situation where
Yeah,
it's
I
going
was
to be.
I was going for an ultra beam like from the third rope in a dive, but okay. So we what we do now is just roll a d6,
Yep.
Yeah.
and highest result
The most special wins.
Yeah.
the most special. Yeah. So I've got a 2.
I rolled a 2 as well.
Oh no! Let's do it again.
Woo!
6.
I got a 5. You got it.
All right.
So we both pay stamina 1.
Yeah.
and,
one stamina.
So yeah, I dive from the third rope, and during flight I beam you, and yeah, probably
Man.
not super. And it deals what 1d6.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I did a 6.
Woo.
Wow.
So the crowd is pretty amazed. I have to admit, this is some stage effects, rings kind of stuff that isn't just in every battle. And
I have a confession to make. I'm using Sour Patch Kids.
oh,
Okay, round
Man.
2.
so please, if you would, make an acrobatics check.
Oh yeah, it's
Real
it's-
deal,
yeah.
or you will be knocked to the mat by the force of the beam.
Oh,
You just want to get an
Forgot
8 or
about that.
above.
I got a 10, so I'm good.
Woo!
you're a
All
brick
right,
wall.
so man, stagger may be back a step or two, but stay up against it. The crowd can see you take the beam right to the torso and remain standing. There's some cheers among the fans of the real deal, seeing him withstand that crazy alien power. And
Yeah,
woo, now
well,
we're into round
he has
two.
more stamina than me, and he also has more vitality points than me. So yeah,
Woo,
it's not finished till it's
that's right.
finished.
That's right.
Okay.
dun, 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 dun. Ooh, nice one.
Oh,
Okay. All right. This is a great thing where it's two regular attacks against each other. So now we're just
okay.
watching natural ring battle happening, the classic lucha. All right.
Okay.
So, however, there's a special modifier here in that to beef it up a little, Brick Steel uses a hero point and pushes it above and beyond.
Oh, hey, nobody thought about using our hero points. Good on you.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we totally forgot about that. Okay.
Woo! So let's see. Just for anyone who's kind of coming into this new to the game, who's not really familiar with the hero points, and I'd like to also talk about resolve points too, just for real quick in here. Hero points are basically just a pool of extra points a hero can use on any like skill check in combat or even out of combat. Like if you're just investigating a crime scene, looking for clues. So they're extremely versatile. You can only use one at a time. Wait. Yeah, that's right. One hero point per roll. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And every luchador starts with some at the beginning of every game. So when you use it, let's see.
You get a whole you get a third dice that you add to the result, so you can score as high as 18 on your roll plus your modifiers, which is very very
as opposed to a similar thing advantage, right? Which would be roll 3, but you take the 2 highest. The hero's better. You take all 3 faces, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So in total, what's your roll with the extra one too?
My total is 12.
Oh, nice.
With modifiers, everything accounted for.
Okay.
So mine is 16.
Of course. Woo! Yeah. Okay. So
16.
what's your damage? What damage do you?
So my damage is 1, 2, 5, 6 because I'm a brute.
Right. The brute gets an extra plus with every attack.
So that's but I have armor though.
Yes.
You have armor too, right?
6 minus 4 minus 2 equal 4. Okay, so I take 4 damage. Okay, that hurts. That hurts.
I'll say, Brick Steel, you too. When you slam into this luchadora, it's more like hitting a something more powerful than this slim-looking woman looks like. It's more like hitting a big dude because of her armor.
Yeah. And so what was the?
I do one of those European uppercuts, but it definitely stings.
Yeah. You're like, oh man, ow. I didn't see that coming. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So new round.
Oh.
Ooh, all right. Here we go. One in, one coming in right now. We're almost ready to do it. Here we go. Woo! Okay. Man. So, seeing the power of Shooting Star, you can see Brick, brow furrowed in concentration, really put his training to the test and come in to deliver, a strong blow. However, kind of seeing this coming, the crowd and all can see that Shooting Star uses her very mobile skills as a Technikos fighter to hunker down and deliver another alien beam of energy, a special move, which takes precedent and will inflict the 1d6 and Mr. The real deal, you'll have to make another acrobatics check to remain on your feet from the power
Yeah.
of the alien
And-
energy.
So now I'm out of stamina because the first
Ah.
time it cost me 1, and
Yeah.
now I've used 2 to do it again. So if I use it again, then I'll be hurting myself because I'll be over my stamina limit and I'll be taking damage. Just so yeah, so you can
There's the
go over your
mechanics.
stamina, your maximum stamina, but when you pass your maximum, then your stamina resets, but you take a damage. So, but I'm not there yet. I just want to explain how that works. So, my second ultra beam deals a d6 damage, and that's a 1.
Whew, not so bad.
Oh yeah.
How about the acrobatics check? How did you do?
We shall see.
All right.
I got an 8.
Woo! All right. Stay
That's enough.
standing again.
Oh, he stays. Well, of course, he stays upright and ready to rumble. So round 3.
Truly, he lives up to his name of the brick wall. And you can see that his spans over in his corner, are extra cheering, that he took that
Bricks.
blast and stayed on his
Real
feet.
deal. Real deal. Real
Real
deal.
deal. Man, all right. Nice.
Oh,
Whew. All right.
okay.
Here we go. All right. Oh, almost. For one is in, waiting for the second, but we're just about to roll into round 3.
Okay.
Woo! All right, here we go. 2 regular attacks coming in. It's just a straight up brawl again. All right, guys. So it's roll against roll. And
I've got an 11.
ooh, nice.
I have 10, so you beat me.
So what you will see coming in Brick Steel is really fast. Shooting Star comes in for a spinning head scissors. What will you do?
I'm gonna jerk my head back to avoid it, and then try to headbutt coming back in.
Oh, headbutts! All right, well, you
That's gotta be
succeeded, sir,
painful.
as we know. How much damage do you do with a regular attack headbutt? I think it's
A regular
so
brick
1,
wall.
2, 5, and 6 with the brute.
woo, +1 to damage. Yes.
If I didn't have the ultra armor, I'd be down already. But I take another 4 damage, so I'm down to only 2 remaining vitality points. So that may very well be the last round. Okay.
All right, guys. Next round begins. Yeah. All right. 1 attack is in. How about the second? It's coming through now. And okay. Woo! 2 regular attacks. Brawl again. Roll against roll. All right, guys. Who's got what?
That's only a 7 from me.
I beat you because I have 9 before modifiers, so I'm over.
Okay, so
my damage is 3.
Okay, so Brick, You roll in, strong on your feet, stable like a wall, and close in to make your attack. She springs back and up the ropes and delivers an elbow drop,
Yeah.
which manages to actually get through. It's surprising how quick she is, but she's pretty athletic looking and delivers that elbow drop for 3 points. How you doing?
So that leaves me with one.
Woo!
As she comes down on top of me and delivers the damage, I whisper to her, "Cover me,"
Oh,
because I want to give her the pinfall and make it look good for the fans, right?
yeah. That's how you do the ring.
Yeah, of course.
Woo!
I'll do it.
All right. Oh, he
So,
staggers, falls back, and she just lands on top of him. It's great. You can see some of the crowd totally surprised, especially some of the longtime fans of the wall. Others cheering, especially you can hear a lot of cheers from the ladies and the girls in the audience.
Shooting star.
And
shooting
the ref
star.
runs in, gives it a fair 1, count of 2, 2, count of 2, 3, and it's over. The bell rings, and the crowd is up and around and throwing popcorn, and it's fun.
So I'm bruised, very bruised, but
Yes.
still smiling. And I'll give a firm handshake to my opponent. Say, I know I've been lucky. Thank you for not beating me up in front of my daughter.
Unless you'd rather she didn't, your daughter will run in to give you a hug in the ring after you go back to your corner.
Oh yeah, it's cool. No problem.
Oh, wait. And with the win, shooting star.
Oh, we lost your audio.
Weird.
There we go. You're
Yeah,
back.
You're back.
my guess is what
working?
when you put music on, we lose the voice, or the voice is very muffled.
Well, that's
So
interesting.
you may we will do some tests off the air, because that's why I stopped talking when you put the music, because when the other were talking while music was playing, I barely could hear them.
Mm.
So
weird.
maybe there's a way to adjust the balance between the music and the voice.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Cool.
Yeah. So what did you say? I didn't hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I had just said over the loudspeaker, your music kicked back in where you won the match, and then I turned it on as I said it. So
Yay!
Woo,
Okay.
all right.
So do you want to try? You want to try a tag team match, or you want to battle again, like winner versus winner and loser versus loser? That's you're the ref.
Oh, I'd like to see a tag team and try out the rules. How about you guys?
Yeah. I said
works
do
for me.
it.
All right, let's reset to full hit points and woo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise it's not gonna last very long.
All right, let's see. Tag team. I'm looking for those rules. Here we go.
They are in our chat, but I can if they're too far, I can.
I think
Oh, you have them? Okay, cool.
Oh,
down here
nice.
somewhere. Come on. Oh, I just have the PvP rules.
That's
so.
all I have too.
Wait a minute. I'll find them and send you.
Woo.
Did you get them? Or
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Woo, let's
1
see
second
those
and I'll-
rules.
Then I gotta do this. And then I'll zoom. Oh, how can I zoom in on here? Let me do this. Oh, that's going to be difficult.
Okay, I will just I can just read them if it's easier.
Tell us about it.
Okay. Tag team. Yeah, they're very. It's very easy. Only one player at a time can be in the ring. Of each team, of course. A player can forfeit their action at the start of a turn to tap out and let their teammate take their place. Luchador resting in the corner recuperates one stamina and one vitality point. And if Luchador's VP reach 0 while they're in the ring, they must pass a non-modified muscles check immediately. If they fail, their team loses the match. If they succeed, then they can tag their partner.
Okay.
And during the match itself, of course, we're using the versus rule that we just used. So that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yes.
So if you want to tag your partner, then you don't have an attack, but your partner immediately does attack instead of you. And if you fall if you're depleted, your VP are depleted, then you got one last save to tag your partner. But if you don't make it, then your team lose.
All right.
You looking
So,
for
do we want to roll a d6 to pick teams and do odd evens?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll join anybody, so I'm up for any team. Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, so let's say okay. So who will partner up with El Blorto? Let's highest die succeed. So I have a 3.
I got
Wow.
I got a 6, so I think it's me and Blordo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teams are made. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. Woo.
Let's go, shooting star.
All right. Hey,
Okay, so now we
take
can
the
do
first
we
round and
can't
start off,
do
or should
the
I?
Do you want to randomize it?
Oh yeah. Great.
Let's just roll off and we'll see.
Yeah.
the only thing that is different is that now there can be no ref. So maybe we just do a countdown and say what our move's gonna be, or I don't know, or
We
how
could
can we
send a
make?
message to somebody that isn't in the like, you know what I mean? Just because it wouldn't really matter, right? If like
Yeah.
the person that isn't in the ring.
Okay, so let's figure out who is in the ring first. Okay, yeah. So, Kid, you want to go first, or you want me to
Sure,
go
I'll
first,
go
or you want to
first.
randomize? Okay, so you can send your moves to me until I'm in the ring, and then we'll take somebody else to do.
Do you want to just
All
start us off, Blordo? You're kind of the veteran. Why don't you just start us off?
Okay, done. I'll get in the ring on the opposite corner. Woohoo! All right.
I don't know if mine would work. I just sent it to you, Martin.
Okay, cool. Okay, so both of you have made your decision. So El Blorto wants to open up with a bull rushing charge into a cholo driver, which is a special move. And my partner, the kid, wants to do the big boot.
It would have worked had you not done the special move. That would have been
Yeah.
epic if you just charged at me and I'm like, put my foot up.
So it's
Okay,
just
so
a first level special move, first level character, 1 dot in muscles for a total of 3.
All right, so I'm down.
same as I.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so now you well, you don't want to you want to tap out right now. So let's go into round 2. If nobody says they're tapping out, I'm not gonna ask each round, of course. So if you want to tap out, just yeah. Well, that could be done in secret also by text. So if your move is to tap out, then yeah, just text me.
Okay. All right.
That's your move, in fact.
So, all right. Let's see what we're going to do.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, all right.
Decisions.
I know. Like, I'm taking too long to think about it. Just go.
No. There's no rush.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so El Blorto has opted for a drop kick, which is a regular attack. But the kid wants to go. He uses his signature move, the Superman punch.
Woo! Oh, man, to the face. All right. How much damage?
3.
Okay.
All right, done.
Round 3, fight.
All right.
Okay, so what happens now is that El Blorto is gonna start with a body slam, but he spends a hero point to accomplish this. But the kid has tagged me, so I enter the ring. So now, because you didn't know that there was going to be a swap between fighters, I say we both make another roll, another move, and send it to Dave, who's going to be the ref from now on. Right?
All right.
So you don't because I'd have an advantage. You see, if I already know what you do before I choose my moves. So
Yes.
we choose from scratch, right?
All right. Done.
All right. So we're going to say Shooting Star kind of steps towards El Blorto and is about to clothesline him, but he rolls backwards, sticks his hand out, and tags in a real deal.
I was wondering if you were going to do that. That's hilarious.
Amazing. Okay. Deal the pain.
Once again, Shooting Star and the Real Deal are in the ring face to
Woo!
face.
Oh, okay. Now, okay, another move. All right. Oh,
So I'm
God.
messaging Dave here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have a procedural question, if I may.
Absolutely.
Okay. If you tag out and recuperate a little bit, can you, if you're first level like me and you only have one special move you can do per fight, can you special move again if you
Yes.
get out of the ring and
Yeah.
tag out? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Because it's by nature it's gonna be a longer match. So I say, yeah, you can do it. You can tap it when you rest a little bit. You can do it.
Oh, nice.
So I could be wrong, but I think you two need to roll off because you both.
We both did our.
Because we've got the
special move.
concrete clothesline versus the
Ooh.
ultra
Uh-oh.
beam.
Oh, yes. All right.
I'll just say quickly, we're putting on a pretty good match, I think.
Yeah.
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 The
I just-
acrobatic roll backwards from El Blordo for the tag.
I just rolled it too.
I got
No.
a 3.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Okay,
we'll
how much,
say that Shooting Star is about to power up the blast, and the Real Deal
Yeah.
just comes up and boom.
Oh.
Oh,
Now
the
I'm-
clothesline.
Now I got watery eyes. I'm kind of choked out. As you
Oh,
see
no.
the light fade out of my beam shooter.
So that was a pretty big impact.
Oof.
7, but you got armor, right?
Oh yeah. Okay, so that
Phew.
just lost half my vitality point in
Ooh.
one strike. Okay. Ouch. Okay, so we another move round 2 of us. Oh boy.
Ooh. All right. So the Real Deal comes in for a punch, I'm going to guess, with a regular attack. And as you do, you see Shooting Star's hand light up. And Ultra Beam. Bam.
Oh.
So for 2 stamina, I missed for the first time. I got to try it again. 4.
Whew.
Okay.
I cut. I cut up.
Yeah, you cut out for a few seconds.
Okay, so I rolled a 4 for
4?
damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Oof.
Okay. Okay.
So next move.
All right. So as the Real Deal's, I'm going to guess, pretty pissed at this point, and he's coming in, and Shooting Star just reaches out and tags his partner in. And as she does that,
Sassy.
I just come flying over the ropes with another Superman punch. Oh no, we got to pick our moves, don't we? We can't do that. We got to pick our moves again.
So Eric is gonna be, or maybe me, because Eric might be able to might jump in soon. So send your move to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woohoo!
I just gave myself away. Damn. Because you did say we can use our special move after we come back in the ring, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I got to learn to not get so excited when I'm playing this game.
It's wrestling. The excitement is just part of it.
Exactly.
It's always there.
Okay. So have you did you choose your move, kid? I mean,
I sent it to you.
kid.
The kid sent you the
Okay.
move.
Perfect. Okay, so now it's time for Blorto gets tagged.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. So, new rule: when somebody taps out, tag their partner, we don't say what the other party was about to do, because if you want to reuse the same move, so I don't spoil your move, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that
totally.
makes sense. So so Blorto is in. Real Deal is out for a little break, and you can send your move to me.
Coming
So
right up.
Okay. So El Blorto wants to go with a regular attack, which is a non-special uppercut. But he gets countered by the kid's Superman punch.
Oh, damn. All right. I took a gamble and I failed. How much
I get you
damage?
right in the face. 3.
Oh, man. How much? What's it worth?
3.
Woo.
3.
3 points.
Okay. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. All right. Whoo. Oh, that's a hard one. Right to the face.
Wow, now, now we all a little hurt now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, this is too funny. I sent you mine, Martin.
Me too. Just now.
Okay. Okay, so now the kids was going for a clothesline, but El Blorto now he think it's time for the big guns, so he uses his cholo driver, and the crowd is really excited about that because they were almost counting him out. He seemed very hurt and a little dizzy, but he kept an ace in his in his pocket, and he's using it now.
3 points. That's all I
3
got with my
points.
special moves. I'm only first level.
We all are.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so I shake it off, and I'm like,
Woo.
ow.
All right. So another round. Now things are getting serious.
Before the match, did we get any instructions from the back about how many minutes we had out here, or are we just
Ooh.
Sorry, how many what?
making a wrestling joke? I was just wondering how many minutes we had
Oh, okay.
scheduled for our match.
Right.
No, there's no such thing in our fights. In Muscle City, there's nothing prearranged. But we're not entirely human, also. So
Yeah, that's true.
because
Speak for
you know,
yourself.
when you're talking to somebody who doesn't watch wrestling and doesn't like it, they all say, "Oh, it's all fake." I'm like, "Yeah," because otherwise they all be in the hospital and done for
Mm.
after 2 matches.
Right.
Like, yeah,
Right.
even if the matches are scripted, they still hurt themselves a lot and a lot of times. So it's still a sport. It really is a sport, and it's dangerous even if there's a script. So if there wasn't, imagine how long it wouldn't last very long. It would be something akin ultimate fighting where you go all in, but your career lasts not very long.
Mhm.
I have to
This
say,
week's
man, when you see
superstars.
one of those 240-pound dudes coming off the top rope and just hit a dude laying on his back already, that's 240 pounds on you, man.
Yeah, exactly,
You
and the
gotta
super
feel
acrobatic
that.
wrestling. Also, I mean, they accomplish incredible things. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, circus artists also rehearse, and it's still impressive. And there's all kind of sports that are rehearsed in advance, and that it's not less of a sport because of that. Anyway, we're
Yeah.
of course we're all in accord to that. Okay, so what I have this, okay, versus this. Okay. So we have the kid is gonna kick to the chin, El
Ooh.
Blorto, with a no, you don't have hooves, you have regular
I
feet.
have my human feet with my goat legs.
Oh boy, that's so disturbing. and versus Iptos to the mat. That's El Blorto's move for the kid. So it's a compared combat check.
All right. Woo!
2d6.
Yeah, 2d6 plus your muscles and your level.
Oh, and level. Okay.
I would say you probably won because I rolled 2 1s. And then I have
Oh,
2
I
to
got
add
a
to it.
9. I got a 5 and a 2, and I have 1 level and 1 muscle. So I got a total of 9.
Okay, so you deal another 3 damage.
Yeah. That's all.
Okay. So how much do you have left, kid?
I have 4. I have
Woo!
You have 4
4.
left. Okay.
Tough.
So to the other another round. Okay.
Woo. Let's see. Okay.
Just add a note to include hero dice during versus fight and tag team fights, because I hadn't thought of it, but it's really a cool thing to use. Okay, Okay, so I'm not gonna spoil El Blorto's move because the kid is tagging me in.
Oh, okay.
So
So,
now you're the ref now, ref.
all right.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. All right. So, Dave, you're the ref now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oof, let's see. In that case, okay, I better watch out. There we go.
All right. So I'm not 100% sure rule wise how this would work.
Well, I will fail against a special move.
Okay. All right. So,
But my
we'll say. Go ahead.
my special move is very costly though, because it cost me 4 stamina points, which means that it cost me 2 vitality points to make it. So yeah, it's a gamble. Let's see how it pays out.
So it's funny. It's almost like, I guess we could say narratively, he's El Blorto's bobbing around, sees you come into the ring and goes to block. But as you're going to block, you see Shooting Star's hand light up.
Oh
And boom! In comes the Ultra Beam.
no! Yes.
Yeah,
Oh man, is that 4 points?
almost point blank.
Oof.
No, that's 6.
Oh, I'm down. I had 5 points left. To the mat.
Okay, so my bet paid off. Now you have to make a unmodified muscles check. So just 2d6 and your muscle value, and if you succeed, then you automatically tag real deal. Otherwise, we win the match.
All right. The roll is a 5 and a 1, and I have 1 muscle, so it's only 6. You win.
Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, he tumbles to the mat in a booze-drenched haze.
The bottle, like you went to hold up your bottle or something, and you blasted through the bottle, covering you in gin.
Right.
Or maybe that guy that you gave your bottle to, and at the start of the match, he kind of pity you, and he brings it back. he hasn't finished it, and there, and you'll need it.
I'm gonna lay there and have some more without getting up.
He's still lying on his back.
Drowning away his misery.
That's right. That's right.
All right. So,
that was
great.
fun.
That was totally fun.
I
good
definitely
match.
like the rule.
Yeah.
I definitely like the rule of not spoiling on a tag, so that you can save your move.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah. That's the kind of thing that we learn by playing. So thank you for helping me play test these mechanics, and yeah, that was fun. That was a cool interaction.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh.
Yeah, awesome.
So,
right.
a referee or Dave, do you have anything you want to say to wrap this up? Do you have any feedback? You want to talk more about what's coming?
Let's see. Eric, if you have anything you want to add about the game,
Sure. Okay.
I'll let you
we'll
go
just-
first, and then I'll close it out.
Okay, well, just a quick thing then. Our first mission with all the team together, all four together, is going to start out in the bunker with a message from the chief of police, and let me think about this. And yeah, it'll send you into your first bit of action as a teaser. There may be a cryptid involved. Shout out to Joey Royale and my friend Brian Shutter for
Nice.
stuff, and I'm hoping to make it a fun one. And yeah, looking forward to it. Super looking forward to see what Matt comes up with for a character. Now we've all got a taste of what's coming on for you guys. We've got a cool, diverse, crazy crew. Well, except for Brick Steel, who I feel is a classic luchador.
Yeah, but
It's very stoic.
Yeah.
well, he hits hard.
Yes. It's real
I may
hard.
have to go. I may have to take an appointment to the dentist now.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. If anyone's not busy tomorrow at 1:00, I am interviewing Sasha Lightfoot from Slightly Reckless Games about Berserker that they've got running for the more compatible Nordic game. Other than that, I've got some stuff coming up next week that is not popping into my brain at the moment, but I'll have everything up on the Games with Dave Facebook page for anyone interested in checking them out. And other than that, folks, I had a blast. Thank you, Eric, Martin, and Garrett for coming out tonight. And
Good 3-hour session, right on the mark.
Super fun. Thank you very much. I needed that. I was missing playing with you guys.
Yeah, me too.
Looking forward to season 2.
Are super fun. So.
Yeah, I was in such a bummed out mood today from being tired and everything else that's gone on this week. And thank you three, for picking me back up. So
heck yeah. All right.
We'll see you the next time.
Hey, bye. And if you want to check out now Lucha Libre Extravaganza, which is now is the official zine for Crime Fighting Luchadors, we're going to do maybe like a new issue every year or something like that. So the first issue is out now. You can get it on itch.io or Drive-Thru RPG. Not in print yet, but I'm working on that. So stay tuned. And if you're interested, you can get the PDF, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I can't recommend.
I will make sure I put a link to your itch store in the description so folks can get that. So
great,
awesome.
Well, yeah.
For any fans who are kind of trying out Crime Fighting Luchadors for the first time, there is a Facebook group under Head Cheese Productions. And in it, if you're interested in trying out the sort of experimental El Cosmico class archetype, it's on there, and you can just get the file from the post and try it out yourself too.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of cool stuff too. You've shared a lot of your own creation. I put some out there. There are files that you can download, different iterations of the character sheet. I've updated the keywords, so if you want to join the group, it's fun, and you'll have a lot of new things to try in your sessions.
Yeah,
and I'll put a link to that in the description so folks can join.
Woo!
All right. Thanks for joining us, folks, and have a great evening.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.